Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith. Today we're going to do our Chinese New Year's feast. We have some chicken. I'm obviously, because I don't have my whole family here, we're not doing a whole chicken. So it's just going to be stir-fried chicken breast. I have, instead of the whole fish, some beautiful crayfish, which actually I've never tried before, so I'm looking forward to this a lot. We have the lovely mandarin oranges. And we are going to make the longevity soup. I've made my beef stock. I'll show you that later. But I couldn't find any noodles that I was really happy with. So I do have a lot of buckwheat noodles in the cupboard. So I'm just going to use those because I do like them. And mushrooms, carrots, an oppo squash, beans and baby bok choy, and all sorts of other vegetables. And then we do have desserts. I toyed with making this myself, but where I work, we do sell it. Let me get over, if you can see that. It is the sticky rice buns. Brown sugar bun with oats. So those do have to be steamed. And I do have a few other things like apricot cakes and honey buns. And I did pick up some pork and vegetable steam buns, which we are going to steam. Not all of them, because there's a whole lot of people here. So let's get started with chopping vegetables. My beef stock for the soup has been simmering for about 21 hours. So now we are going to strain it off into a smaller pot. Now it is a fairly light color because I did not roast my soup bones first, which is just great because that is the color I wanted. Okay, before we make our soup, we want to get as much of the fat strained off the top as possible. You don't want to take it all, you do want a little bit in there, but there's a lot of beef fat floating on the top once our stock is cooled. And just use a spoon and scoop it off the top. Okay, and like I said, you don't need to try to get all of it off. Just as much as you can, or until you run out of patience. An optional step, which I am going to do, is we're now going to strain our stock through several layers of cheesecloth. This will help to clear it of any suspended impurities. Let's get started with our soup. Now our broth is boiling. I did taste it, and definitely it needs some salt. Actually, it needs quite a bit of salt. And we're going to add a generous amount of ginger and garlic and green onion. And we are going to use, as I said before, buckwheat noodles rather than the wheat noodles, which would be standard for longevity soup. But I wasn't happy with any of the noodles I found, so I thought I would just stick with what I already have. So buckwheat noodles going in. We're just going to let those cook, and then we're going to add baby bok choy, already chopped there. And over here to our soup, we are going to add some light soy sauce, about a tablespoon or so, and a little bit of sesame oil, about a teaspoon, and some fresh ground pepper. And that's to your taste. I like pepper, but not in huge quantities, so I'm going light on the pepper. The buckwheat noodles don't take very long to cook. Our soup, we did have 5 cups of beef stock, so that's what's in our soup. And we're going to add the stalks of the baby bok choy. We won't put our leaves in quite yet. Just want the white bits, because they will take a bit longer to cook. Sorry, the steamer is going to be in the way a little bit, but not much I can do about it at this point. So we have our wok nice and hot. We're going to add some oil. That's just avocado oil, which is my standard. And then we're going to add a green onion, garlic, and ginger. Just a minute. I can smell the garlic, which happens really quick. We're going to add our chicken, and then we're just going to brown the chicken before we add anything else. So first addition to our chicken is going to be mushrooms. We have a lot of beautiful little cremini mushrooms. I'm going to add some carrots and green beans. And then we're going to add the stalks from our choy some. We'll leave the leaves for a bit. Again, like the same as the baby bok choy, they don't take that long to cook. And we're going to add the opo squash. Our soup is boiling, but we do want to give it a taste so that we don't neglect the seasoning. Get a spoon here. There's a lot of fat floating on top of there. Okay, let me just let that cool for a minute. Nice, but yeah, it is very fatty. So we are just going to put a little dash of vinegar in that soup to cut through the fat. Look over here. So let's see what we've got now. Much better. And we're going to throw in our baby bok choy leaves. and return to our chicken. We're actually going to turn the heat off on the soup and just let the leaves wilt with the residual heat, because the soup is just barely boiling. We really don't want to burn our mouths when we sit down to eat. And as with the soup, we want to give our stir fry a bit of a taste. Needs a little something to liven it up. Throw in a teaspoon of sambal oolek and just a dash of soy sauce to help it mix in. And then we're going to add our snow peas and the leaves from our new choice some. And just put those on top like so and let them wilt down. Oh, and just so you know, in our steamer basket, I have 2 layers here. Top one is our buns, pork and vegetable. And below that we have sticky rice. Those should be just about ready, so I think I'm just going to turn the burner off now. So, Gong Hei Fat Choy. Happy Lunar New Year. We have steam buns, sticky rice, stir-fried chicken, crayfish and garlic. I did not make the crayfish and garlic or the sticky buns or the steam rice. And soup, which is supposed to be longevity soup, but I couldn't find noodles, so, well, it's buckwheat noodles, but the thought is there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like, please subscribe. Everything helps me grow my channel, and I really appreciate everyone that just watches. Comment and let me know what you want to see, and hopefully I can do it. See you again soon.